Hello, my name is Celeste and welcome to this edition of Friday Sews. Now this week is a little bit different for all the Friday Sew creators because we're doing a new hashtag Friday Sews Day to Day for this week's Friday Sews videos. And what it's going to be showing you is what each creator has been doing each day in their sewing room. So come along and see what I've been doing this week. Well, it's Saturday and my goal is to see if I have anything in my stash that will be good for the outer cuff and inner accent piece of my youngest niece's pillowcase. So I kind of repurposed my cedar chest to making a little storage area for some of my fabric, and I put them on comic boards, and some of them before I bought the comic boards I just used some of the free boxes from the United States Postal Service and made little boards there. So thinking maybe these two. Let's see. That might work. I'm going to sit on these for a little bit, just kind of think through and go out into the garage to see if I have any in my tubs. So today is Monday. Before I can sew, I need to get some ironing done. So I've already got my Elna press already heating up, got my water, and I will watch some probably Dateline. What do you watch when you are in your sewing room? So I think I've decided on the colors. I'm going to use this as an accent band. And if there's enough of the blue, I'll use that as the outer edge. If there's not enough of this blue, then I will go to green. So I think that's what I'm deciding on for this pillowcase here. So as I'm waiting for this press to open, I got some exciting email today. So last month in September, Sew Sweet Studios had a contest where you would sew your school colors. So I entered this apron that I had made, and week 3 I was the winner. My happy mail email was that I got $20 that I can spend on their store. They are located in South Carolina, but they have an online store, so I'm really excited about that. It took a lot of courage for me to enter something that I made. This is the first time that I ever have done that, but I thought, you know, probably I won't win because there'll be thousands of entries in there. And so I'm really, really excited about that. That was really a very happy email that I received on this Monday. So I'm excited about that. And now I need to look and see what I'm going to buy. I will link their store down below in case you're looking for other local quilt shops that have notions and all kinds of things in it. You can look there and see if they might have something that you are looking for. Well, it's Tuesday in my sewing room, just got home from work, and I had a little bit of happy mail. I went ahead and ordered this new tool here. It's called Hooked. Not sure if you can see that really well with my light. Serger seam hook. And I've normally have been taking a large eye needle and pulling these serger threads. Let me show you. These longer serger, I guess, seams, the thread here, and pulling them back through for a more polished look. But I think there's a conspiracy with the needle company because it says large eye, but they seem very small. And I'm sure it can't be my eyes. It has to be the company. So I noticed that when I lived in Tennessee, the quilting shop had something very similar. And I was thinking whether or not I should get it. And I thought, no, I can use just a large eye needle and then I wanted to go back and get it before they went out of business and they had sold all of them. So I'm going to try this. We're going to try this together to see if it actually works. So you get 2 of these in a package, and that is what they look like. Let's try this and see. So there's the finish if you couldn't see it earlier. So I think this is going to be a good tool. I know that this is my first time using it, so I'm going to have to perfect that a little bit. That's more of a user issue. But I think I'm going to like using this rather than using a large eye needle. So I will link this down below. I got it from Amazon. And so Christmas is coming up. Maybe that could be on your Christmas list, or look for those Christmas sales that Amazon typically does. So you can put it on your wish list later on. But I am really thankful for these. I think it's going to be a really great tool to add to my sewing toolbox. It has very clear instructions on the back of it on how to use this. And this is going to make my life a little easier, I think. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning. I'm in my sewing room before I go to work. I've set my smartwatch for 15 minutes. That's all that I have time to do before I go in for my long day. So my goal is to check to make sure I have enough of this fabric for my younger niece's pillowcase. So, and I've got my press heating up. If I have time, I'm going to begin pressing some of this fabric. So just a little side note, typically I had put pins in the boards. Hindsight is always 20/20. I would not recommend this. I'm going to be using elastic. I switched over to that to put around here. That way it doesn't damage the fabric when it's being stored. So let's see what I have here. All right, so I have plenty of yellow. That's good. I'll be able to get rid of some of that. And then the blue, let's see, I've written down because fractions early in the morning, it's just a little too much. So for the outer edge, I need about 12 inches in length. Let's see if this is wide enough. So yeah, and let's see. I'm short on this. I'm not going to be able to use the blue as I would have liked to. That's okay. I have a backup. This, by the way, is my grandmother's tape measure that she used in her sewing room. Oh yeah, this is going to be plenty long. And she used this very well because some of the numbers are very faded. Let me just make sure it's wide enough. Yeah, so the green it is. We're going to make sure it's starched and pressed because for me, it's easier to... Today is Thursday and I'm at Walmart. I am looking for some fabric during my lunch hour. I Googled a theme that might be good for my oldest niece's pillowcase, and something very interesting came up, and it said that it was here at this Walmart by where I work. So on my way home, I am stopping to... Found it. Well, I did find it. It was like an Easter egg hunt in there trying to find it. It said it was in stock. I looked by colors. It was behind the emoji fabric pre-cut, but I like it because it has the purple, which is one of her favorite colors. And I thought all of these XOXOs, and they have the hashtags on here, which she is doing a lot of, would be great. So we're gonna see if there's anything in my stash that will match this. And all I have to do is cut it down to 3/4 of a yard. So I'm happy. Good time well spent. Well, I feel like I have accomplished quite a bit in my sewing room. So I have all of the fabric for my younger niece's pillowcase ironed and starched, and so it's ready to cut. I'm really happy that I was able to shop my stash for the accent band and the outer edge of that. Now I have 2 pillowcases completed. Last week I showed you my oldest nephew's, and now I have my youngest nephew's pillowcase completed. And we found fabric at Walmart for my older niece, and I opened it up, and because I've never bought the pre-cut fabric before, and I haven't bought fabric from Walmart in decades, so I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen here, but it's really cut well, straight, you know. And here's the fabric. I think it's super cute. She loves purple. Her room is in purple, so this will have a lot of variations of that. And so I'm going to be shopping my stash to see if I have anything that will coordinate well with it. So I feel very accomplished this week. I mean, I think I accomplished quite a bit with working outside the home. This is a very busy time as a children's minister because we have our trunk or treat coming up. And then we pack, I have a packing party for our children's ministry for Operation Christmas Child. So I've been gathering all of those things. So it's just 'tis the season in church work. And then also with my mother's appointments, being her caretaker, I feel very accomplished. So I'm thankful for this hashtag because that encouraged me to spend at least 10 minutes a day if I could. Sunday was an exception. That was my day of rest and spending time with my mom. She lives an hour away. That's the best facility that I could find for her with quality care. And so an hour there, spending the afternoon, Sunday afternoon with her, and then an hour back. Made it for quite a long time, a long day. And so I wasn't able to get anything done on Sunday, but that's okay. I got a lot done this week. So those of you that have been following the journey and been reaching out and praying for my mom and for me, thank you so much. Last Friday, the 3 options that I had researched were confirmed for my mom. If she would not do anything for her stage 2 bladder cancer, then she would have maybe a year at best. They were really pushing for her to have surgery to remove the bladder and reroute the urethras into, from what I understand, part of her intestines, and then she would have a bag. But after I questioned and just presented some other health issues that she has had and is having, I said, is she still a viable candidate for this? And the doctor said, no, unfortunately, she is not. So I'm thankful that I was there. My mother, thankfully, still has her mind. We're not experiencing any kind of memory issues, but she was exhausted and she was uncomfortable riding 2.5 hours in a wheelchair, sitting there for an hour in the doctor's office, and then the 2.5 hours having to go back. She was just tired, so she wasn't able to articulate and answer questions, and probably neither would have I, because it's hard to remember all of those things. So I'm thankful that I was there as her advocate. So our only other option for the possibility of it being cured is to start radiation therapy with possibly chemotherapy afterwards. So radiation therapy will be 5 days a week, 4 to 6 weeks. So my prayer now is I'm thanking the Lord that there was another option with a high probability of being cured, but that she'll be able to handle radiation, because if not, then our time is short. Sorry. So thank you for your continued prayers and reaching out. I greatly appreciate it. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I'll pop another video up here for you to watch of mine. And until next time, happy sewing, and I will see you